You know the acronym PBM, Pharmacy Benefit Management. Everybody has one, and pharmacy benefit management is important, but even more important and more costly are surgical costs to a plan. We take those surgical costs, cut them by 40%, because your plan it's costing you money. As those claims are higher, it's right off your bottom line. I mean, it is money that's going out of your company every month. And so our job is to mitigate those costs while using providers that will provide better quality and guiding your employees through this process so that they get the best quality providers, they get concierge service, and the plan saves 40%. So it's a win-win-win. And by the way, the employee pays zero out of pocket. No deductible, no co-pays, nothing if they go through SBM.
You know, honestly, I never thought that there was a service like this out there, and really kind of shocked me that there was a company willing to step forward and help people in that capacity, because the surgeries are darn expensive nowadays. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to take care of my varicose vein if it were not for SBM.
Insurance it can be outrageous, like what you have to pay for a medical procedure, and I'm like, okay, well, here we go again, like my surgery the last time where I had to pay, you know, $6,300 or so out of pocket, and still paying on that.
They contact our care coordinator team. They're assigned a specific care coordinator that is with them through the entire process.
I called him. About 30 minutes later, Scott called me back, asked me what was going on. What I told him, he's like, I've never dealt with that, and I don't think anybody has, so I'll have to look into it.
You know, I just submitted like the basic information online, and I think I got a phone call from Scott like that day or the next day, and he got like the rest of the information that he needed to get started, and it was really simple.
What an employee can expect is they'll call in or they'll make a request through our QR code. They'll be contacted by that care coordinator who's assigned to them. The employee, for instance, if they needed an ACL and they're in Denver, they'd say, hey, my name's Joe, I'm in Denver, I need an ACL repair. That care coordinator would give them options of the highest quality providers in their marketplace. They would help them to choose a provider, they'd help them schedule appointments, they'd pay their bills, and walk them all the way through that surgery, making sure that everything's taken care of and that patient's 100% satisfied.
Everything was taken care of for me. I walked in, told him my name, called Scott on the phone. Scott talked to the receptionist for a few minutes, and then I went back, did my business, and walked out. And when I walked out, I'm like, okay, what do I owe you? And they're like, nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna hold you to that, because I don't want to pay anything.
I would highly recommend using SBM. I will tell really anybody, like any of my coworkers, if I know that they're gonna have to have a medical procedure, I would highly recommend them contacting SBM.